Paul, you've had a lot of coaches down at the Gardens this afternoon, all from junior clubs. How important is it from your perspective to be able to give something back from the professional level?
Absolutely vital. Speaking from a personal level, while a tremendous amount out of the game and to put something back is always a pleasure. And to be honest, from a Saints point of view, what we want is people in the area getting as much exposure to the way we do things as we can, because we're all about trying to produce local talent for the club.
Phil, this evening may have been a little bit soggy and cold, typical rugby weather.
Absolutely.
What did you get out of the event?
What I got out of the event is I coach the under-15s at All Scouts, and they tend to all want to get to the ball very quickly. What I got out tonight is the ability to slow it down, break it down in certain pieces. I tend to probably do a drill first and then go to a game. Watching these guys today was starting with a game, take it out to a drill and focus and focus and focus.
So you got something out of watching the professionals and how they work with their players?
Absolutely, yeah. As Paul Grayson said, I think what we tend to do is if we see something go wrong, we may stop the whole drill and try and explain if one person's done it, rather than just give them a little tap on the backside, rather than say, just take it easy next time.
So what's the biggest thing you're going to take out of the evening to apply when you go back to Scouts this week?
To get the guys to slow down, that it doesn't have to be go at 100 miles an hour. If they don't want the ball, don't take it, and to think a lot more.
It's superb. It's, you know, what was said in the meeting there is fantastic that in this area in Northampton that ESPN and Northampton are supporting the grassroots rugby, because ultimately Northampton want good players coming up to them, and the way they do that is by making the coaches in the area better to make the players better, so when they come up they want to play for Northampton, and there's less for them to do when they get here into the academies.
How much do you get out of evenings like this, coming to see what and the attentiveness of the local coaches are giving? It's
great, you know, coming from a professional environment for so many years, you don't often touch into the grassroots rugby, so it's great to get back to grassroots and see, you know, massive sacrifice people give their evening this evening and their weekends to do this sort of rugby. Well supported again. It's great to see Paul Grayson here, because it's inspiring to see him coaching the guys, and I think the coaches that are here watching him get a lot out of him doing it, and it's a great scenario, because I'm sure a lot of these guys turn up and watch Northampton on a Saturday and they'll feel so much better when they come and see again that they've been coached by the players and the coaches that represent this club.
To have one of the Premiership Rugby's central partners getting involved at this level as well, how important is that for the future of the game as a whole?
The protection of grassroots rugby, the amateur game, and the facility for kids to start at 5 and 6 and go all the way through to 18 and then into senior rugby is a massive part of what rugby union's all about, and if we're getting partnerships that keep that going, it's all to the good.